Hey yo, what is good, everybody? It is the big homie, the Bully King, Grandpappy Play, aka Play All Consoles, back here with a Friday stream TJIF. Thank you to the folks joining me this evening. Also, big shout outs and thanks to the folks checking out the VODs over on YouTube. Much appreciation, and as always, if you enjoy what you see, would appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. So we're back here with some more Breath of Fire 3. I still haven't ordered my parts for my PS2. Bear with me, folks. I'm working on it. Making sure that what I order is going to be what works. Uh, yeah, we're researching. Lost a little sleep last night. It's fine. We'll probably be looking at it again after stream. It's fine. For tonight, though, we're going to chill. You know, after a nice warm day, or at least warm for January. Possibly going to be chilly, snowy maybe. So we're just going to chill, do a little grinding. I know where I'm at now, so I know what I'm grinding for. So everyone that's joining me, just come in, chill, grab you a drink, some snacks, and we'll get into it. So let's swap on over. Make sure all of my screens are working. Alright, looks like we are good to go. Make sure everything is set up correctly. Alright, looks like we are good. Controller's charged, so I shouldn't have to have it plugged in, so we should be good. Let's go. But yeah, I was, with the limited bandwidth I have at work, I can't really check much online. My phone doesn't get much of a signal. I was looking at uh, all my options for getting a power board. I want to say that my model number matches many other model numbers. But I'm not totally sure. Alright, here we go. That's the one thing I'm worried about when I order stuff for my PS2. I want to make sure I get the right stuff the first time. So that way, when I go to put everything together, I wish I had a webcam. Maybe I should put one of those on Throne. Like for a hand cam stream. There's more to it than just not having a cam. The place I would work on it is literally 15 feet from the PC. So I would have to get all kinds of extensions just to have... I could put a monitor there. I got wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, but I don't have a long enough USB cord to put a hand cam where I could show myself working on a PS2 or any system, because there's a lot of systems I want to work on and take apart, clean, fix. But in order to do that on stream, I need additional stuff. Obviously, I need a webcam. I've never needed one because I don't show my face. I need a long enough USB cord. I do have monitors out because it would be out near the gaming room. So I would have monitors there so I could like monitor chat and all that. I have a grounding spot because I have a grounding, an ESD wrist strap. I I have a spot to ground to that. I have VSD mats. I actually have a little, like, small table. I would probably want a bigger, like, I have a folding, like, one of those chair tables, I guess, but it's pretty small. I would want something bigger. But yeah, the webcam part, like, if I had the part out, I could work on it. I just couldn't show nobody. Also, one of the guys at work, I was talking about it at work, he's like, oh, I got a PS2, I don't use it, you want it? I'm like, if it's free, sure. Yeah, it's got like a controller, I don't care what, put it all in a bag, bring it to work Monday, and I'll take it. If it's free 99, we love free 99 here. If it's for free, I'll take it. Since I'm opening up my PS2, I will be giving it a deep clean. It's 20 years old. It's never been opened. It's never been deep cleaned, so it's probably got, it doesn't have dust bunnies. It has a whole, what is plural for bunny? What is like there's a murder of crows, there's a flock of sheep, there's a herd of cattle. I don't know what it is for bunnies, but I have that many dust bunnies in my PS2, I'm sure. You can probably have a mud fight with all the dirt that's in my PS2. And if someone's giving me their PS2, it's probably the same way, if it works. That's the other thing too. 20-year-old PS2s are dying. So if I get a PS2 from a guy at work, maybe it works for a while, but I'm gonna have to take it apart like mine and give it a deep clean. Maybe change out the fan. Like mine, I'm pretty sure I gotta change out the fan. If I get one from this guy, even if the fan works, I would change the fan out after cleaning. Because apparently mine's died from overheat, which means the fan wasn't working up to par. So if I get another PS2, that fan is, if it's not dead, it's probably on its way out. I mean, I'm just going to keep it real. It's a 20-year-old system. All of my systems that are old, I should probably take apart, clean, try to prolong the life so I don't have to go buy replacement parts. That's the way I see it. So that would mean my PS1, we're doing the PS2, the PS3, PS4, I think it's over 10 years old too. I have a day one PS. My PS3 and PS4 are both day ones. PS3, PS4, PS5, all day ones. So the 3 and the 4 should probably be opened up and cleaned. My GameCube, hell, even my Wii U, that came out a while ago. N64, I have 2 of them. They would need. Well, they don't have moving parts, so they're not as bad. My 360, my Xbox 360, it should be opened up and cleaned. My original Xbox, it already is not working, so if I open it up, I will have to find out what I need to fix it, but it will need to be cleaned. My Xbox One, it's less than 10 years old, I think. It shouldn't need, and I'm not gonna lie. My Xbox One and my Series X, my One X, my Series X, those have not been used too much, so they probably don't need to be cleaned. But controllers, all of my controllers, anything over 15 years old needs to be cleaned. Cracked open, cleaned. That is so much content if I was to do like hand cam streams. And I actually do want to do that. But I need a webcam. One of these will give me coins. There it is. But yeah. I think that would be cool content, considering I am qualified enough to work on electronics of that magnitude. And while it would not be a tutorial, I would never do a tutorial teardown of a system. I would probably look up a video, maybe, but I would basically figure it out from scratch. Come on, hit the bush. It would be a teardown from scratch, figure out what I need to take apart, how to take it apart, how to put it back together. It would not be a tutorial. Still, I think it would be fun if I have the space for it. Someplace I can, because the way I take stuff apart, I want to lay the screws out where they go, or get some like ESD tape and tape them to stuff that, like taking out the bottom screws, I tape all the screws and the little plastic pegs to the actual bottom of the case, like these go here, kind of stuff. Usually when I have to take stuff apart and fix it, I lay stuff out. So I would need, like I said, that's why I would need a bigger table to lay stuff out in a way that I don't have to think about how it goes back together. It's just like, okay, I know these are in this area, put them back together. You know, there's the old school joke, you know, if you take something apart and you put it back together and you got extra screws, you probably messed up somewhere. I don't want to do that. Not because it won't work, but because if you want to put the screw back in and you already got it back, you got to take it all apart again. I have done that. You get down and everything's put up and you got one extra screw. And you don't know where it goes. You gotta take everything apart, lay everything to the side until you get to that one spot like, oh, it goes there. Sometimes it could be up the very, like if it's like 5 steps to taking something apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's all apart, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's all back together. It'll be the 5th step. I gotta take everything back apart. Put that little screw in. Then put everything. No, I don't want to do that. So instead of ordering the parts, like I said, I need a power supply board. I'm gonna get 2 fans in case I do get this other PS2, and have it ready for me to take apart and slap back together within 1 day. If I had a cam, I would try to have it done within an extreme amount of time, which will be 6 hours or less. PS2 doesn't look that hard, so it should be easy to accomplish that time. Question mark. But we'll see. I hope, honestly, to have the power board ordered tonight or tomorrow. Have it ordered either tonight or tomorrow morning. Because like I said, I'm gonna get some images up, make sure everything's lined up right. Make sure there was no change in the model number between. I'm checking all kinds of stuff. Call me cautious, call me paranoid, it doesn't matter. If I'm spending money to go get, I don't want to have to return it. It's January, it gets cold. It wasn't cold today, but it'll be cold. I was gonna say, where's the second one that's behind the tree? But yeah. If I get this PS2 from a coworker, I'll be back to playing PS2 games sooner. And that gives me time to fix this current PS2. And then once I fix it and get it back up and running and swap it in, then I could take the one I'm being given apart and give it a deep clean, and I'll have a spare. Which, for video game collectors that play their collections, spares are nice. what I should do, which requires me going outside, is hit up garage sales. Like the guy that's giving me his PS2, he's like, yeah, I bought a garage sale for 20 bucks, so you can have it for free. I don't care. I'm like, okay. I looked at Amazon, a PS2 that's been refurbished is $150 to $200. I will take free. Hell, if they told me 20 bucks, I'm like, if it works, I'll pay it. I would have. Luckily, he's not watching the stream, or else he'd charge me. But yeah, PS2, $150? No, okay, no, I'm not doing that. Not that desperate. I'll go find a broken one and fix it myself rather than pay $150, $200 for a PS2, a 20-something-year-old system. I think last stream, I think I said PS2 came out in 2000. No, I think it was 2006, which does make it 20 years old now. A 20-year-old. There are streamers who are not that old. I have video game systems older than people have been alive. That's wild. Oh. That is wild. At times, those are some of the things that make you feel old. This game I'm playing, older than a lot of streamers I know, at least in the VTubing community. I've had people come in the chat like, what the hell is this, and blah blah. This is actually a pretty decent game because it was PS1. Like, I'm tempted, very tempted, I've said this before, I'm tempted to break out the Atari 2600 Mini I have, that's got like 70 games or whatever. Bust out them, put it on stream, and just have people come by and be like, what the hell is this? That would freak people out. Like, Atari 2600 doesn't even have a category on Twitch. I would just put retro. People come in and they'd see these blobs of pixels and be like, what the hell is this? I'm like, hey man, this is Combat, or this is Crystal Towers, or this is OG Pac-Man. No, the Pac-Man one would screw people up. That would screw kids up. Kids know Pac-Man. Like a lot of other games they don't know from back in the day, but kids know Pac-Man. I show them an Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man, they will flip out. That's not Pac-Man, that's some knockoff. No, this is original Pac-Man from Atari before Namco bought the IP. This is what you had at home. This is, you know, based on the arcade that spawned the song Pac-Man Fever. Kids wouldn't know what to do when if they saw that. Break out some actual. I was looking at the game list. They actually have Pong. Break out some Pong, and everyone's heard of Pong. Not everyone's played it. All right, Field of Flowers. Let's go ahead and get in here. I should have at least another job, maybe a ferry. Nothing new on the message board. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah, if I plug the Atari 2600 Mini in, that will be the lowest stream night I've had in a while. Because there'll probably be people coming in to check it out saying, what is this? And leave immediately. Kids ain't ready for Atari 2600. Let's be real. If you under 30 and you see an Atari 2600 game, you're not ready. You will leave. I will say 98% chance you will leave. There's probably a 2% chance that some youngin is an old school buff or whatever. There's, you know, people have hobbies and interests. I don't expect many young people to be up on the Atari stuff. Hell, they get mad when they see PlayStation 1 games. If it ain't something that's from a famous franchise, like, I I can get away with playing Resident Evil 1 or 2 on stream. Like the original PlayStation 1 versions. I'm playing this game. Some people will be like, they don't know. I break out old Super Nintendo games. If it ain't a fancy franchise, they ain't having it. Which, I mean, fine, whatever. They're not play all consoles. I'm play all consoles. But having people trip over it, be like, what the hell is it? I would get a kick. I would get a little chuckle out of that. No, I want you to. There it is. We'll do 2 more fights. And this is an arbitrary number because I have not been counting my fights. We'll do 2 more fights and we'll check the Fairy Village. Yo, Mel! What's good? How you doing? How you feeling? How's it going? Thank you so much for stopping on by. TGI Friday. Let me throw you a shout out. I just been here rambling to myself. I do thank and appreciate you for coming on through. Hopefully you're feeling better. I know you said you got non-contagious pink eye, but I hope you're taking care of yourself. You know, these kids these days. And yes, I can call Mel a kid. But these kids these days don't be taking care of themselves. You went back to work today. I know you was extremely happy and ready and willing and was hugging all the kids. I'm lying. I'm being sarcastic. You probably want to kick every one of those kids in the face. Don't admit to it. At least not on stream. But you probably did want to kick every one of those kids in the face. A ride-along. Like someone else was driving and you were sitting there critiquing them? I mean, that sounds like a nice, what's the term they use? Light duty job. Like we have light duty, like when people get hurt and they come back because, you know, insurance doesn't want to pay for people being at home. So they come back to give them an easy job where they just basically sit on their ass and look very bored. That sounds like a light duty job. Not even critiquing them. It was very light duty. Yeah, basically you sat there and you had to try not to fall asleep. I've had those a couple of times. Or I shouldn't say I've had them, but it's like, okay, this person's on light duty. We're going to stick them over here. Just make sure they don't fall asleep. That's basically what it is. And it is some of the most boring shit in the world, but they do it on purpose so that you ask to be given real work. Like literally, light duty is a punishment for you getting hurt. The insurance company's like, okay, we're not going to pay you to sit at home. We're going to make the company pay for you to be there. And the company's like, okay, if we got to pay for you to be here, we're going to give you the fucking shitty-ass job, fucking shittiest job that we can, so that you ask for real work. And when you ask for real work, then that means you're off light duty. And this afternoon, guys, see, yeah, like I said, when you're on light duty, it's a punishment. They try to punish you as hard as they can to make you say, I don't want to do this anymore. I have worked in many various industries. It's the same every time. They're going to give you the worst job they can to make you get sick of it and ask be given a regular job. Because once you agree to do it on a regular job when you're on light duty goes out the window. You can no longer claim, hey, I can't do this, I'm on light. No, you asked for this. It's part of the insurance I ain't gonna say scam, but that's the way they work. All right, we gotta pay for this person to be at home. How do we get them back? We give them light duty. All right, the insurance company says, okay, we're sending them light duty. If they refuse any light duty, deny them any claims. If they do the light duty and get bored and ask for something more, you give them the more and you take them off light duty and it cancels the claims. I've seen it more than enough times. That part of insurance will never stop. You had to drive 30 minutes, 45 freaking miles one way. Okay, but did you have a full bus of kids? That's important. That's the one I want to ask, because where I live at, we do have some countryside roads where buses have to go to pick up kids. And I do feel for those people. But the thing is, if they're the first or the last ones, and you got 45 miles of quiet, or you go and pick them up and they're the only two in there, you say you had to pick up two kids. If you drive all the way out there, empty bus, peace and quiet. You go and pick them up, they go and sit all the way at the back. You got 45 minutes to get back in town, just them two kids. If it's two kids, kids will stay quiet. If it's 2, 3, 4, you get 5 or more, they're gonna be loud as hell and annoying. You're driving a, okay, so you didn't have like 80 kids in there. Maximum on a van is what, like 8, 10? Which is better than 80 or 90 or whatever a full-size bus can hold. Like, I don't even like driving, but I would have been like, okay, I gotta pick these kids up. I'm gonna enjoy this quiet time to myself. I'm gonna pick the kids up. I'm gonna give them the meanest angry black man face I can give them, so they shut up for the 45 miles or 30 minutes to get back into town to pick everyone else up. Now, once you pick up more kids get together, they lose the inhibitions and they're loud. You can't do shit about it. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's the truth. But picking them, I would make those kids either the first or the last pickup. I'd be like, nah, we gonna make sure I have me some quiet time. I'm gonna make sure I have me some, nobody's gonna bother me because they can't hide behind their friends. It's 2 kids. That's what I would, that's the part I would enjoy. Now, after you pick up more kids, whether it be bus or van, you can't control them no more. Like, I don't even drive a bus. I don't deal with kids except for my buddy's daughters, my nieces. They're well behaved, so I don't deal with kids. I hear stories, but I don't deal with them. At this point in my life, with my ugly ass face, if a kid gets on my nerves, I just have to give them I have achieved the age of having the look. Y'all youngins don't know about this, except if you got that look from your parents, especially the moms. You got that look that said, you need to shut up, sit down, not cause any more trouble, or I will beat your ass in front of all the company, or all of the supermarket, or whatever market that we're in. I will beat your ass right here for everyone to see. So you better behave. That's how my mama operated. And a lot of that generation, my generation, from when we're kids, that's how they all operated. Hell, in some cases, parents had like de facto permission to beat someone else's kid if they're like, okay, I'm gonna go with Mama X12 to the store with her kid, that's my friend. And then your mama call up Mama X12 and be like, look, if Pappy here misbehaves, you have my permission to beat his ass. Like, parents gave permission back then. I don't know about now. But back then, oh, you babysitting my kid? If he acts up, beat his ass. That was a thing back. I'm too old to have kids, or I ain't gonna say I'm too old to have kids. Guys can have kids forever. I'm too old to want kids. Okay, so I don't know what flies with parents, and I don't know. I don't care. My buddy's kids are well behaved. That's all that matters to me. They see me, they say uncle, they come up, give me a hug, give me a little kiss on the cheek when I lean over, because they're all like 4'5". His oldest daughter from his first marriage, I think she might be like 5'6", 5'7", if that. His sister, I think it's like 5'9". They all short. The two kids were talking anime and being loud. Okay, no. Kids are gonna be loud. Me personally, I would not care if they were loud as long as they were not disrupt. Like buses have to stop at railroad crossings. They gotta open the door and listen for the train. At that point in time, if I was a bus driver who'd been driving the same kids for the school, I'd make it known right away. Like, look, when you see me stop at the railroad tracks and open the door to listen, shut up. Shut up, or I'm reporting you to the school. They would shut up. I guarantee you, at least for me, I'm mean looking. Kids will obey me. But talking anime, I'll be like, look, if you don't want me to embarrass you and start talking anime, you might want to tone it down some. Lower that volume. After the drop. So those were the last two kids. No. Like I said earlier, you got two kids way out in the boonies. They're either the first ones to pick up or the last ones to drop off. And make sure that you are good. That is sanity saving. Okay, we're gonna head to the edge of the map and then one more fight before I go check the fairy village. Okay, here's the fight. Yeah, if they were too loud, I'd be like, look, if you don't want me to come back there, shut up until I drop you off. I'd probably have moms complaining at me, why was he beating my kid? Because I can be. Alright, let's go check and see if anything happened in the fairy village. But yeah, no, I already knew back in high school when we were starting to get our learner's permits and needed to save up money to pay for driver's ed and blah, blah, blah. We knew. Well, we just knew. Anything that could endanger us getting a license, we were the best kids in the world at that point. Before then, we were juveniles. We did juvenile things. Nothing new on the Metro Sport. What the fuck? Yes, I know what to do. So what do we got? Okay, we did not get... Okay. Why is food at 84? We need to make sure we have enough food going on. But yeah, kids don't get on my nerves unless I allow them to get on my nerves. And sometimes I do it by mistake. It's like getting into a deep conversation with my second niece, I think is 15, her younger sister's 13. Me at my age getting in a deep conversation with them, it just no. Can I get the exclamation point, please? There it is. Get off me. You know what we'll do? Hold on. She doesn't have it. Okay. We could do this. Alright. Alright, come on with it then. Get out of here. Alright. Alright, who's out here in this forest for us? Who's out here? Tricker, you out of here. You was out here, you're out of here. Alright. Let's see who we fighting. Alright. It's one of those little ninja dudes. Alright, come on. I don't know if you call it pent-up aggression, but we close. We're laying the latest smackdowns down. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. All right, come on, Win. Come on with it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we didn't get no zone out that way. That's fine. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I thought my game froze for a moment. I would have been pissed if it did. I ain't gonna lie. If it had pissed, no, I would have been pissed. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to look at this. 33, 27, and 24. I mean, Gar's getting up there, so we can replace Gar eventually. right, not that. I guess we're back to this. Okay. Come on. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Stop. You're not allowed to do that. That's what you're allowed to do. Bye-bye. Oh, excuse me. Holy shit. Yeah. No. Bye-bye. Alright, Nina's up another level. That's cool. Mel, I wish I could give you advice, but honestly, I don't know. Excuse me. Gonna get some. And oh no. You know what? He's gonna say fuck you. The Gargar, but no stream for it. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Alright. Oh, we got some new stuff. Okay. Nah, dog. You see the American anime girl alone. All right. Game froze. I like, oh no, I gotta move stuff. Get out. Alright, cool. 47. Oh my goodness. It's getting lower. They want to rub my face in it. Oh. Oh, okay. I left the area. That's why. I'm like, what the heck happened? I blinked my eyes. My bad. We will save. Long stuff like this, save. Alright. Back to what we was doing, which was grinding the hell out of this shit. Was there a... Let's see what's here at Tidal Caves. I'm looking at something that I can steamroll, but still have all of them active. All the okay, cool. If you wait and time it right, you can get in and out before. Right now. All right. Okay, no. I'm gonna go fight a little bit more before we start trying to heal. And why does she look like the main protagonist with his blue hair? Alright. And we get another exclamation point. Alright, what we got? Okay. Alright. Hola! Alright, we'll go check the fairy village. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. But most of, okay, in their defense, a lot of them don't care. Alright! That ain't working. No, someone took it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna run to the little streamer's room real quick. Everyone hold tight. Grab a snack, grab some food, stretch your legs, stretch your back, everything. Everyone hold tight, and I'll be right back. Alright, folks, we are back. Still getting more grinding in. Shouts out to the lurkers. I see y'all. Appreciate you being here. Why did I come up here? This is where I wanted to go. Yes. See if any new fairies have been born. Or if anything's been unlocked. Nothing new. Let's get some fighting in. What the hell is this dude? Alright, Gar's got a blue, so let's see what's wrong with Gar. Confused. No, I want you to carry though. No. Gar's going up a level soon. All right, all right. You know what? Get some of this. Come on, then. Whatevs. Whatevs. Look! There we go. Damn, hit the damn bush. Of course I have the initiative. Bye-bye. Cool-ish. Cool-ish. How you miss? How you miss? Why you miss? We are stacking cheddar. So that's... Come on. Whatever. You're dead anyway. Right now. Whatevs. Okay, reprisal and okay. Now. Bye-bye. Beef jerky. Ooh, yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah. Okay, bad imitation. I don't care. It's Friday night. I can just show. Alright, now we're okay. One more battle and then we'll check the fairy village. Here's the battle. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. All right. Hmm. Oh, I did. Never mind. I thought I was just supposed to stand there, but no. Ah, shit. Um. It really doesn't matter. 40, 100, pure poison, blindless, status changes. Look, buddy. All right. Oops. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get this little drink. Because the rest of the guys are gonna come up and they're gonna jump me from behind. I already know this is gonna happen. Wait, where'd I go? I was just trying to. Um. All right, buddy. No, that's not the button I wanted. Time's it right now? That we will try to attack. Come on, man! Look button. Okay, see. Whoops. We're gonna call it there. So I want to turn off, no. Let's go. Yeah, come on. How much money they lose? All right, come on. that. Okay, well. Alright. Alright. Whatever. Like, okay, fine. Nah, dog. Wrong person hit with the. Oh, there's a third one. Oh, I didn't see that. Like, whatever. No, you don't get none. Bye bye. Give me my money! No. Mmm. Alright, everyone hold tight. I gotta run to the little streamer's room. Oh, shoot. Okay. I didn't realize this was starting. Okay. I'm running to the little streamer's room. Everyone hold tight. Be right back. Alright, folks, we are back. You can hear the drink bottle is full. Oh yeah. That's that drink of not having to work tomorrow. Alright. Excuse me. Okay, whatever. Oh, I didn't realize Nina's... Ooh. Let's heal. We're good. That's all that took. No, I want you to... There we go. 40! I don't think I've gotten 40 from that one of those before. That's cool. Alright, come on. Come on with it. And bye-bye. Alright, let's check the fairy village. Actually, is there any? Okay, let's go look. Let's go look. Okay, no. Let's go. Come on then. Bye-bye. Nope. 2 nopes? Yeah, 2 nopes. Get out. The next one, get out. Whatevers. Bye-bye. Take some. No, don't care. Check Fairy Village? Maybe? Maybe? Yes. Nothing new. You guys suck. No, we just need to sell some. Alright. No. I want to... No. Nope, we're gonna be done. I'm gonna go fix some breakfast, or not breakfast, lunch. So... No. Alright. Alright. Come on then. Come on then! Yep. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Screw you. All right. I gotta. Nah, we're done. No, we're done. We're gonna call it here for tonight. Wait. Let's go save. Let's go save. That's what we're gonna do. Let us see. Hold on. I don't know why this is. There we go. I'm gonna rest. All right. After that, no, we're done. We're done saved. Wait. No, we did not save. Hold on. Come on. Tracking file. All right. So we're done for the night. We're gonna chill, get some food, hang on out. But over here on the Twitch side, we will raid out. So let's go and find someone to raid. While I'm doing that, I do want to thank everyone for being here, hanging on out, chilling, chatting, lurking. Much appreciated. Who we gonna send y'all to? Oh, there's a lot of people on. 30 people on tonight. Hold up. Um. Let's take a look and see what this is going on here. You just started, so we're gonna go ahead and hit you up. /raid. Make sure we got it spelled right. I ain't trying to have it happen like it did the other night. All right, and the raid is made. Thank y'all again for being here. Until next time, y'all be good, be safe, stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Most of all, stay awesome. I hope to see y'all here next stream. And until then, peace out.